Obesity is an ever-rising epidemic in the world and in America. Every day, the epidemic is growing, and so is our waist sizes. We cannot continue to ignore the issue. We have to face the facts. 1 in 5 adolescents are overweight. That's 20% of our child's population. That's astounding. 20% of children in America are bound to become overweight as they age. 40% of adults are obese. This is even worse. This means in total, about 60% of our American population is overweight. These are cold, hard facts. And what do they tell us? These facts let us know that America is in the worst shape we have ever seen. These are the highest rates yet. Literally, America is the fattest it's ever been. These rising weights mean a dire outlook for our health. Diabetes, fatty liver disease, cardiovascular disease. There are so many health concerns that are rising with the weight, and we can't continue to ignore them. Type 2 diabetes has increased in incidence severely since the increase in overweight individuals has begun. Most suffering from obesity too suffer from diabetes or some other ailment such as heart disease or even stroke, which debilitates you for the rest of your life with most incidences. Those who suffer from type 2 diabetes specifically usually develop numbness and tingling in their hands, extreme thirst, and even unexplained sores and many other symptoms. And these will not go away without management of weight and diet. In addition, many develop respiratory problems such as sleep apnea and asthma. We are literally putting our main lifeline, breathing, at risk by being overweight. Then we take into consideration the other issues, such as cardiovascular disease. We are literally eating so much fatty food that our arteries are being blocked. Our blood pressure is increasing, and we're having heart problems. There are so many health consequences to being overweight. Even certain cancers are more prominent in those who are overweight. It's certainly not worth the risk. So where do we start? It starts with the development of poor habits early on. It starts in our childhood, and childhood obesity is certainly a problem. Childhood obesity is a lifelong sentence. It's proven that most children who become overweight while they're young are bound to carry that weight into adulthood and are most likely not getting rid of it. Once these bad habits start, such as eating nothing but high-calorie processed foods, they're stuck in stone. So it's vital that we target children. We work to make them healthy and understand the importance of what they put in their bodies. It is with our children that we stop this cycle. There have been many great campaigns to target this, such as Michelle Obama's Let's Move campaign. Unfortunately, this particular campaign did not receive the support necessary. It had many great ideals, such as increased sports for kids, increased physical education classes, healthier school lunches, and education to our children on what is good to put in their bodies. One successful study was a Kids Fit program done at an elementary school. In this, they took 2 groups, the target group and the focus group. The focus group was let to do as they wished, and the target group took 40 minutes after school. During these 40 minutes, they learned about healthy eating habits. They learned about proper portion control, and they learned about what food groups and how much of each should go into their body. They learned about the risks of unhealthy eating. They kept food journals to keep track and ensure they were putting good things in their body, and they even learned good, healthy exercise habits. The results of this study, periodically through the course of this study, waistlines and weight were measured, and it was shown in this study that those participating in the Kids Fit program showed an increase in health, decrease in weight in the overweight, and a maintenance of healthy weight in other children. And it maintained these positive results throughout. What is it that causes obesity, you may wonder? Overeating is the simplest answer. When we eat too many calories, our body doesn't use them and it's just stored as fat. This is caused by high-calorie processed foods, bad portion control, and even improper proportioning of food groups. And again, too much dining out greatly aids to this. Restaurants are the biggest players in large portions and high-calorie foods for high prices. It is not worth the constant dining out. It should be a treat. Another issue is no regular exercise. It simply takes 30 minutes of moderate exercise a day to maintain a healthy weight and a healthy body and a healthy mind. And Americans still are not even partaking in this slim 30 minutes a day. These poor lifestyles, such as being sedentary, choosing unhealthy foods, and even other factors such as smoking and drinking, are directly leading to the obesity epidemic. Only you can make the change, but it's my hope that if it is addressed and education is spread, that the change will happen. Most importantly, we must start with the up-and-coming generations. We must prevent this cycle from going on, so early intervention is vital. We can target children through school programs. We need to teach them about what is healthy and what is not. We need to teach them the consequences of eating these poor foods. This should be done in places such as physical education classes, which are being cut for fundings, which the funding for these are being cut in many places, unfortunately. And it is important that those agreeing on this realize that being physical and active is in dire aid to mental development as well. Without this daily exercise, our children cannot even develop the mental skills they need. They cannot learn properly as they need. It is absolutely shocking that most high schoolers don't even partake in one physical education class all 4 years they attend. It's unacceptable. If we don't instill these good habits at a young age, they won't be carried through to adulthood. Another cut being made is recess time. Another time when our kids have the option during the day to be active. It's being cut for them to be cooped up in the classroom even more. And lastly, our schools can work to provide nutritious and, yes, delicious meals. This is another place where Michelle Obama's plan failed. While her meals were healthy, many complained they were not appetizing. If our kids do not like it, they will not eat it. So this is key into having them eat healthier and being healthier and ending the obesity crisis. We can also work to get parents involved. If we teach the children, it's surely to trickle up as kids love to bring home information they've learned throughout the day. But even more so, we send home flyers weekly. It wouldn't be too much to add in facts so the parents can too get on the train to learning about healthy eating habits. It wouldn't be too much to send out an email with a support group to aid in healthy eating, or to send out an email with links to help meal plan in a healthier way. But we can't just focus on the kids. Our adults are obese as well. 40% of them are obese as well. So it's pretty obvious that they're not getting up and fixing the issue on their own. Adults need a push in the right direction. Many companies have been giving incentives for healthier habits. One company recently gave non-smokers extra days of vacation since they were not taking smoking breaks. Many companies even have health insurance programs that offer lower rates if you're not overweight and if you show healthy habits. These are great incentives to get people on the right track. Even cash incentives for maybe a workplace battle to see who can lose the most weight. It's things like these that we hope will instill these healthy habits in adults and carry on past these challenges, that they'll take the time during these challenges to get healthy and keep healthy. And lastly, we need more opportunities to be healthy in America. There are too many fast food chains, too much processed food in our stores, and not enough farmers markets and fresh food places to eat. When our main option and our only affordable option is poor food, that is going to be most of what is consumed. We as America need change if we ever want the obesity crisis to end.